Hello and welcome everybody to part 14 of the Empire Total War Great Britain Darthmod Let's Play. We continue during the intern phase since the last time, and we are facing an opportunity to intercept 4,000 Cherokee Nation troops with my just under 3,000 men. Now these are kind of my best standing army in North America, bar the tribal auxiliary, which are replenishing, or sort of they should be. My troops are all at full strength, so just having a look at these troops here, we are facing a lot of strong melee type troops, and the way the AI works with these is to mob rush my men, because while some people may think that it's poor AI on the part, in fact it's quite smart of it. It may not seem like it, but it's simple and it works, and that is to just rush my men to stop my missile. My range supremacy, basically, getting close when my men are weaker and then destroy them. It may seem like they're mobbing me, but it's a viable tactic, and the AI does it well. So I have to be careful of that. But I'm going to try and kill them. I'm going to try and defeat them, because this is a major obstacle in my path now to try and cut through the Cherokee Nation's lines and then onto the Iroquois Confederacy, and then sort of reclaim some of my colonies. Although 13 colonies will not be receiving these back, they will be for the Empire, and this time we will not allow them to split. We'll bring everyone under the Empire's banner. Right. I know which is going to be an awkward map to deploy on, because I won't be able to deploy troops effectively over here. But what I will do is place all my tribal auxiliary over here, all with their unique names now. And then we've got the skirmishers, which will be my second group, and we will deploy them. We're going to deploy them over on the right, because we don't want them in the middle. They will get owned. Okay, my infantry in the middle. Skirmishers we will place on the flanks, because right now they don't have light infantry doctrine. I won't be renaming any troops in this session, but just to clarify something, a lot of people have been saying, can we rename the Fraser's Rangers? No, they're already called Fraser's Rangers. They're a special unit, and they will stay that way, just like the King's Royal Regiment of New York and the 33rd Foot, that's always got their names. They're special, unique troops. So shall Fraser's Rangers remain, because they're a specialist unit. They can't be recruited more than once. Cannon we're going to have up in the middle, and we're going to draw them forward with us. And general sort of over there as well. Right, so let's push forward quickly. The enemy will probably deploy very quickly against us. So for now, I'm just going to spread out wide and then start cutting in with some troops. So the skirmishers, we're actually going to claim up this hill here. And then these three regiments are going to do this ish, and then we'll have the light infantry around here to completely flank the enemy and to hit them from the back with superior range. So we're going to bring the cannons down to this point here. We'll pin the enemy down here, and we're going to bring the general down to the woodland area as well. Keep them close to my men for morale boosting purposes, as well as a little bit of cover. Going to move the tribal auxiliary, the Lionheart's Khalasar, Henry's Irregulars, and the Dothraki Raiders all over to here. Meanwhile, looks like the Cherokee Nations have been pushing forward with some advanced troops, some scouts, but we're going to be able to fire off a volley against the Native American warriors. Hopefully get fire by rank going very shortly, so we should be able to get at least one full fire by rank session from most of the men in arms here. And we've already got an issue. That's what we're being flanked by some troops already. So we're going to pull the skirmishers over to deal with this troop, the Native American warriors. Meanwhile, this troop will march forward. In fact, no, it's not. It's going to pull back. Going to pull back quickly. Faster, faster, faster. If you can. My cavalry over on this flank. Let's get over here quickly. Bowman, you can be dispatched here. The rest of them will have a bit of a shootout going on. Generals over here in the foreground, rest of them under fire and under attack. So we're going to turn the infantry round like so, and flank round with the skirmishers, which are now going into the back end of this unit here. We're charging in, trying to hold them, trying to break them and beat them with my general closely behind. Hopefully we should be able to do this. Cannon is coming up as well, but we won't be able to deploy that too soon, I would have thought. Let's have a look at the cavalry. We've broken the bowmen over here. They're shattered and they're gone. Chief's bodyguard over here. We're going to see if we can charge against the Native American tribesmen. The tribal gunners need a bit of targeting over here from my other two units, my Khalasar and Dothraki raiders. We're going for the warriors. Chief's bodyguard is actually coming up, so we're going to pull back. See if we can get a volley or two off. Back over on the right flank. It is a bit of chaos where they're breaking some of my line infantry now. Skirmishers are giving them hell as much as they can. And we're pushing up on the flanks there. This unit holding firm. I'm going to bring the cannon over here a little bit. Right in the middle, we're facing the hordes coming straight at us. Trying to do our best to hold there. Now being charged by this unit here. We have to see if we can combat them. My Fraser's Rangers are going to have to turn to face the Native American bowmen, which is good. Missile troop versus missile troop. Should be able to sort them out there. This unit here hopefully is going to go down with the combination of the Night's Watch, hitting them on the flanks. Over here, what have we got? We've got Native American warriors. And we're going to pull back with the cavalry because otherwise they'll shoot each other. Pull them back, reline them back up against the enemy cavalry and gunners, and we can hold. Hopefully this unit can hold the 33rd Foot. Do not die on me. We're going to charge in with the general, just try and push them back. So here, what have we got? We've got the South Essex bravely holding, trying to push back the Native American warriors. Over here, Fraser's Rangers going up against the Native American bowmen. Night's Watch doing well here, along with the 501st Imperial. Unlimber the cannon now. Let's get the general out of there though, because he's taking a bit of punishment. And let's get this unit, the King's Royal Regiment of New York, in to help the 33rd Foot here. This unit up on the hill. I'm going to try and direct them against tribal mounted gunners, but that's not working. What have we got going on over here? Henry's irregulars have been hit by the Warrior Society very hard. So we're going to go in with my two cavalry units here. Taking them off fire at will. We're going to flank round them. And then charge. My infantry here, both my units of infantry are going to turn around to give some covering fire onto the flanks and try and beat back some of the enemy infantry here. We're going to pull back with this regiment, the South Essex, to give the cannon room to fire. And Fraser's Rangers have been beaten back by the bowmen, which is not good. The Night's Watch will have to hold firm. But they themselves have been broken, as have many of these units. Trying to hold with the general right now. Chief's bodyguard is coming in for an attack. Only thing we can do, cannon to shot, and hopefully hit the Chief's bodyguard as hard as possible. I'm going to bring the general up over here where he's a bit more protected. Although, no, bad choice, bad choice. I'm going to bring him down here because we have tribal gunners at the rear. We're going to form a square. And I've not been able to macro manage over this side. The Khalasar has also gone. Henry's regulars, I don't know if they're still alive or they've been defeated. We're going to charge in with the Dothraki raiders, the last of my mounted auxiliary, against the Warrior Society. And try and push them back. Try and break them. The Warrior Society. Those that didn't think the Native American tribes they thought they were too easy to defeat, look at them now. Some of their best units are in this army that I'm facing, and they will not be easily broken. The troops are rallying and returning. We're going to have to push all our pressure now on what troops remain. We're going to have to try and form square very quickly with this unit. we can do it just in time, we may yet be effective. I'm going to try and get in there with my general to help out as well. Here we have a square, trying to fire at the tribal gunners, but it's not really going too well. We're just going to turn around into line, spread them out because they don't fire by rank against cavalry, and push forward with the infantry here. Many a good regiment has been lost this day. To form up here with the Fraser's Rangers, the Night's Watch have gone charging in. The auxiliary being bogged down by way too many troops. We're going to put them back onto fire at will, see if they can get some shots off. First we need to get them out of this mess, the Dothraki Raiders. We're trying to hold on with as few troops as possible. Chief's Bodyguard still holding strong. We've broken this unit over here. The Night's Watch has held strong, held firm. Can now redeploy skirmishes on the right flank. King's Royal Regiment in New York holding to the last, and we've been charged by the cavalry here, which is not good because these mounted gunners have broken us, and the Chief's Bodyguard firing against us here. If we can bring the Chief down though, that may well help our cause. Warrior Society, we're just going to run from them now over here if we can still hold on to the Dothraki Raiders. But it seems we have gained victory at the cost of the King's Royal Regiment in New York breaking. Many of the troops have fallen, but Shrewsbury is gone, and the 9th Winchester Foot is about to be charged by cavalry, multiple units, and will most likely break under the pressure. Native American bowmen about to find out what canister shot feels like in the face. And many of these troops coming down the sides now, more bowmen. The Night's Watch showing their worth, as are Fraser's Rangers trying to hold and break these troops. The 8th Shrewsbury has returned, and we will return them to the line to try and help out the Winchester Regiment. They're actually just holding their own. I'm trying to get them to focus on the Warrior Society because they're the most lethal threat to them right now. And again, we've been neglected over this side. The tribal gunners, because we've been too focused over on my infantry. Equally important, we've got these units coming around behind us now, desperately trying to hold on. King's Regiment has returned. Going to try and hit the tribal gunners now with canister shot from the cannons. And they've charged another unit. I couldn't get into square in time. Wouldn't have done me any good to form square after the attack, but we can now charge in with the general and hope that he will claim some victory. We're going to get the cannons to target the Chief's Bodyguard if we can. Because Fraser's Rangers have broken. The Night's Watch is still valiantly holding on, but they've just broken. Chief's Bodyguard charging in there as well to finish them off. But I'm charging in with my Chief's Bodyguards as such, my General's Bodyguard against tribal mounted gunners. Try and save the 501st Imperial. I'm going to pull these troops back, and I've got my General's Bodyguard here. Pull them back now because I'm about to be attacked by cavalry. We're forming up lines though, try and push these troops back, which we have succeeded in doing. We now need to draw them like so. We're not going to worry about the troops behind us just yet. Focus on taking down the Chief's Bodyguard if we can. We're going for the Native American bowmen with the 501st Imperial. General's Bodyguard charge back in against the tribal gunners. And we're going to hit the Chief's Bodyguard with canister, if possible. Oh, that looked painful. There we go. That's the enemy general killed. For all the losses of my own troops, we now at least have the head of the enemy general. But we're going to have to turn these guys around now. Likewise, the cannon needs to turn around quickly to deal with the incoming reinforcements. I'm going to have to use my general as a cavalry unit to hit the enemy in the flanks. Because the remainder of my men must stand strong against the incoming tribesmen and warrior society. I'm going to have to limber up the cannons and try and turn them around, if at all possible. Trying to get these guys up into a position where they can fire. First volley seems to have caused them to waver. I'm going to swing these troops around. And my cavalry to charge into the side of the warrior society. They are weakening. The general has gone. And now the volley against the warrior society. They managed to charge in against the imperial troops. But a charge from my general will hopefully finish them off. This is the last unit we need to break, and victory shall be ours. A very heavy, costly victory, but it was always going to be against this Cherokee army. We'll have to replenish and regroup after this. We may perhaps be able to gain peace for a few turns as a result. And we have broken them. Combination of General's Bodyguard going in there with my infantry, and we're going to end the battle there. A heroic victory, a costly victory. Many lives were lost, but hopefully we can boast equal number of lives lost on the Cherokee Nation side. Okay, so the enemy lost 3,290. They have 700 remaining, and I lost 2,000 men. Now, have we lost any regiments entirely? No, there are some men remaining from each regiment, which means they can all be replenished, obviously at a huge cost. But they will have to pull back for now. That is a large force, and we're not going to go for the opportunity to intercept these guys. Yeah, they're going to besiege me, but we're now going to get the boost of militia troops, so we should be able to push these guys back and claim victory. We have the opportunity to intercept here these forces, a race-built galleon. Now, I know some people want to see a naval battle, but I'm not going to... the Blue Badger. I'm going to actually add this to my fleet, because I need ships to take on the pirates. I will show a naval battle at some point, but it will hopefully be when there's a few more ships involved, and it looks a tiny bit more cooler. So, Bengal. We've had some building and recruitment and what have you going on here. More infantry, company troops. Traits gained. Marmaduke Sloper. Units recruited. Leeward Islands, Jamaica, Pennsylvania. Yes, I'm recruiting lots of troops over there. We have plenty of money now. I'm going to see, as I said, if I can get a peace with the Cherokee Nations for a turn. No, okay. Barbary States, you know, I'm actually going to try and get trade with them. No, okay. Because they are worthwhile trying to pursue that. Let's have a brief look at how people view me around the world. Not popular in Europe. And a lot of people are saying, please start a war in Europe. I will either start one or, finish one. But right now, with what I'm facing here, really not practical or... worth going for a war in Europe when I'm already fighting in 2 theatres of war. We've taken the old Dutch territories here. That should yield nice bonuses from their gem mines or what have you. The Maratha Confederacy are pushing up now, and they've got this army here, and I'm hoping they won't be able to make any headway against the troops here, but they might just damage them enough so that when I replenish in a few turns' time, I'll be able to push on. And now this troop has gained a lot of experience, which we won't get to see till the battle map, as has this one. They've all done well. We're recruiting more troops here. I can't really remember what I was doing that for, if I was just, to bring up more troops. Got Lancers here, which may well be useful against the enemy cavalry, which could go down towards some Lancer troops. So we will build some Lancer cavalry and some 12-pounder artillery. Agents, gentlemen, no point keeping them there for now. We're going to keep all these troops here, and we'll bring them down via fleet shortly. I'm not going to bother building that road just yet because we need to come over here and see what's going on. Notably, if we can, to replenish all these guys, which we can't, but they're going to be bolstered by the ranks of the few men that are now helping defend, mainly the mortars, and 500, or rather 495 men, the armed citizenry. We should be able to push these guys back. with the aid of the mortars. But this troop's going to come back shortly too. However, we can recruit more troops here. The Northumberland Fusiliers, for instance. They're very good accuracy. Rogers Rangers we can get as well. So I'm going to focus on building up some more troops here. We're going to get Rogers Rangers because we always need good skirmishers. And we're going to get these 5th Foot Northumberland Fusiliers. Get them on the build because they may well be my best reinforcements. And we're going to save, actually no, we're going to build a magistrate, but we're going to save the rest of the money because we're going to need that to build peasant farms, because that's only 300, because we need to use it on replenishing that army next turn, hopefully when we're not all annihilated. So here we're building up a strong force here. We can hold off the Iroquois. Iroquois no longer have as such a strong standing army. The 13 colonies managed to hold them off at Boston. They've actually pushed north with an army here, or they're bringing an army down from the north here. We're at peace with France right now, which is good. It's giving them some time to recuperate, so hopefully they'll bring those troops down. The Iroquois have troops scattered around. This is their largest force that they have. The Cherokee nations, obviously, plenty more forces where they came from. But if we can hold them at Algonquin territory, then we should be fine. So let's come down here where we are recruiting troops like mad. Not in the Bahamas though. Did we build any over here? Yes, we did, because we want to obviously take out the pirate bases. And they're actually recruiting some decent troops this time. They're going to be harder to defeat. We're going to go over here first, and then we're going to obviously try and take out these rebels. So, all aboard. Could replenish them here, but again, we can hold out for now. That was the main pirate fleet, I believe. And yes, I know some of you have also been suggesting leave troops in your ports, but right now I kind of need every available man that I can spare, either maintaining garrisons or being brought over to fight pirates and what have you. There are troops here. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go over to... we have a race-built galleon over here. We're going to get rid of it by doing the following. I think they can probably do that, all the troops there, yes. Again, another auto-resolve. We lose 2 ships because they were weakened, but we can claim yet another race-built galleon. And they're useful to have. They have a bit of pretty decent amount of firepower when they're replenished. 6th rate, the 5th rate, and obviously the Admiral's 5th rate. And he is a mighty Admiral, look at him. We'll replenish, or rather repair, that port and pop all the troops in here. We now have a sizable force. We could march on the stronghold, but I'd rather take this one out first. So let's transfer this whole army over here. And I know actually I was saying I'm going to hold on to this money for next turn to replenish them, but I think I should probably give these guys a general. So here we go. Roland Gibbons. Gibbons, good man. And we're going to attack. We're going to demand surrender. Surrender refused. And we're going to actually continue siege until they have to fight us. So we can break them down a little bit. I can afford to wait 2 turns with that occurring. And my fleet next turn will be brought onto attacking the pirate port over here, because then they won't be able to escape or get out. Plenty of troops up on here. We'll replenish them next time as well. But for now, I think as long as all these guys are replenishing, and they are, which is jolly good, we can get ready to push up here, hopefully with the aid of the Maratha Confederacy, which would be rather jolly useful. Actually, I know what I'm doing with this army. I'm gathering one together so that I can actually push and attack up this way as well and try and do sort of a pincer movement. If I can't make any headway at Satara, we will push around and flank around the other way, and I'll bring up some troops from Ceylon shortly. Let's have a look at research and technology. There we go. We're learning some agricultural ones. For now, I will be focusing on, again, some naval technologies as well. But for now, focus is really not on the naval front while we're no longer at war with France, and I'll have to keep holding out on that. For now, there's no point in opening up yet another war in the European theatre. We might as well try and hold peace while we make more conquests in the colonies. That's where I'm going to end this part for now, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. Please do remember to comment, rate, subscribe, thumb up this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on Monday with a 1 hour special of the Genoa Let's Play for Medieval 2 Total War with stainless steel mod. In the meantime, there will be a Hear Me Roar this week, but it will most likely be on Tuesday, and that's going to have some E3 Rome 2 information, because obviously the Creative Assembly are at E3 this year, and they are even going to be broadcasting, I believe, a live Rally Point series covering with lots of information from the show floor at E3 sometime on Tuesday, so I will make a Hear Me Roar then. I'll also be looking to live stream this week, but it will probably be rather impromptu, so it will most likely not be Mountain Blade Warband Full Invasion. It will be probably War Thunder, because that's far easier to do on the spur of the moment, and also with Full Invasion 2 for Mountain Blade Warband. I know a lot of you want to participate as well, so you need kind of some heads-up notice. So try and get some more streaming done in the future, but for this week it will probably be War Thunder at some random time on Tuesday, so just make sure you're following me on Twitch, link to that in the description, and then you'll get a notification. So as always, hope you enjoyed. Ciao for now.